March is Pet Poison Prevention Month, so we have our very own toxicology expert to give us some helpful hints on how to keep your pets safe at home. That and some here on Pets on Parade. Good afternoon. This is Pets on Parade, brought to you by 3TV. My name is Kelsey Dickerson with the Arizona Humane Society. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We have a great lineup of pets for you to meet, including adorable Penny here, who has such a wonderful story to tell, almost as wonderful as she is. And have you ever thought about caring for an animal but are not quite sure about the long-term commitment? Well, the Arizona Humane Society is in desperate need of foster heroes to give extra love and care to our pets while they heal from an injury, learn how to trust, or just need a small reprieve from the shelter. Becoming a foster hero is easy and is as rewarding as you'd imagine it to be. AHS provides all the necessary supplies, including food and medicine. Make sure to visit azhumane.org/foster to apply and go through our foster hero orientation today to help save a life in need. And as you know, we get all kinds of wonderful animals brought to us at the Arizona Humane Society, and in my short time here, I don't think I've seen a bunny as interesting and awesome as Salisbury here. Oh my gosh, look at that face. We'll introduce you to this bundle of fluff in just a few minutes, and not so much built like a tank, rather than as strong as one. My co-host Tank here is a strong and enduring little fella. This 4-year-old Chihuahua was confiscated by the Arizona Humane Society's field team when he was found to be tied up and in violation of Arizona's tethering law. Covered in ticks and dirt, this poor guy has made a great recovery at AHS's Second Chance Animal Trauma Hospital. Easygoing on a leash, always with the wiggly butt, Tank loves to sit on your lap after a nice play session. He has not been found to be dog reactive and has won the hearts of many here in the studio today, but we definitely recommend bringing the whole family down to meet him if you're interested in giving this brave boy a forever home. Now, find a penny, pick it up, and all day long you'll have good luck. I think we can all attest to that old adage for this beautiful girl, right, Perry?
Right, Kelsey. She's quite the sweetie. You can see right here. Pretty doggy. She's one of the members of a very well-publicized neglect case here that we've been dealing with. And Penny came into us extremely underweight. She had severe hair loss and some wounds all over her body. She came into our Second Chance Animal Trauma Hospital, and she spent 2 months with us there recovering. And on top of it, which is always a direct result of malnutrition and neglect, she had tick fever. So she's on meds for that now. That is not an illness that it's going to be treated very easily. And usually when their immune system gets back up to speed, they recover just fine from that. Penny here, she's just a great gal. She's loving the fact, I've said this several times over the past few weeks, some of these dogs have never been on a blanket before. So when she walked in here, she is so much at ease, and she is just loving it right now. She's got some treats. She loves to be petted. She walks very well on leash. And look at her, she's very content now. And I will tell you, the dogs that I have dealt with from this case are spectacular. They're so resilient. They're just looking for that forever home. And so we're hoping somebody can give Penny that. She's just wonderful. Come on down and check her out.
Thank you so much, Perry. She is absolutely a joy. And now I wish I could pull off this bunny's awesome messy hair look. Please tell us about this stylish Salisbury, Linda.
Salisbury is a long-haired rabbit, and he's a domestic rabbit that was actually found as a stray out in Mesa and was brought to the AHS. The reason his hair is so unique is that he is a long-haired rabbit and he needed to be groomed. He had terrible mats throughout his body, and as you can see, we have shaved him. Angela gave him a nice little haircut up here, but his body does still have some wounds from the matting. And with rabbits, their skin is so thin, it's so fine, that it's really important that we groom them, especially with the long-haired animals. And, you know, rabbits have a lot of other special needs. They can be litter box trained. Their teeth are constantly growing, so they need to have certain toys and things that help grind the front teeth down so that they don't grow into the bottom of their chin. They do like Timothy hay. You can build a hutch, you can put him in a cage with a little fencing around it. And if you are thinking about possibly adopting a bunny for Easter as a gift this year, please take those things into consideration. These are very social animals. They're not novelties. They're not toys. They really do need to be socialized. They have special needs. They have special diets. And we don't want any domestic rabbits ending up as strays like this poor guy here. This is Salisbury, and he's 2 years old.
Thank you so much, Linda. Those are very great tips, especially for our bunnies out there. Now, because we have similar names, we're often asked about our connection to the Humane Society of the United States. On a daily basis, our team explains that we're an entirely separate Arizona-based nonprofit without any affiliation to their organization. We rely on donations that come directly from local animal lovers like you, and those gifts save the lives of homeless pets right here in our community. Last year alone, our Second Chance Animal Trauma Hospital gave over 11,300 animals just that, a second chance at a good life. Now, our trauma hospital is the largest shelter-based trauma facility for homeless pets in the southwestern portion of the United States. And today, more than 2/3 of the pets who come through our doors receive treatment in our trauma hospital. It costs us an average of $910 to provide the proper amount of care and support to each animal that walks through our doors on a daily basis. To make a life-saving gift, please visit azhumane.org to continue to help save the lives of the most vulnerable pets in our community. And now we have the belle of the ball. Name means beauty in French, which she really is. Please tell us about this sweet girl, Lisa.
She is beautiful. Look at her. She is a lab border collie mix, and she is 7 months old. So you can imagine she's 40 pounds. She's full of spunk, and she is ready for an active family. Both of those breeds are very active dogs, and Belle is no exception. She's lived with dogs and cats, but when their daughter went away to college, the family decided they no longer had what it would take to care for such a young, smart, active dog. So that is going to be a benefit for one of you out there. At 7 months of age, she's house trained, she's crate trained, she gets along with people and animals, but you do need to be looking for an active member of your family. Belle is going to be one that excels at agility, she can be taught to swim, and at her age, perfect age for obedience as well. So teaches you a bond between you and the dog, teaches you how to communicate with your dog, and best of all, it teaches them to be a smart, well-behaved family member. Because as you can see, she wants to get into everything. So come down and meet Belle. She's 7 months old, but if you're looking for an active dog, she is going to be great.
Oh my gosh, yes, and the hiking season is upon us. Now, little Tony the tiger is our next guest, who I'm sure everyone watching at home will fall in love with. Bree, he's such a cutie. Look at him with his little collar there.
Oh my goodness, I've been snuggling with him in the studio, and he is just a doll. He's such a little lover, and yet, just like almost any kitten, he's very playful and he's having a good time. He was dropped off at the Humane Society because he was from a large litter, and his owner just didn't have enough, like he was overwhelmed with the pets he already had. So that's something to remember. Spaying and neutering your cats, dogs, it's super important because you don't want to end up with little ones that you can't take care of. And this fit into your home perfectly. Something to keep in mind, though, is that with kittens, they're going to have a lot of energy. As you can see, Tony here having a good time playing. And he's really little because he's like 8 to 10 weeks old. So he's going to look for trouble. So you want to definitely put him in a secure space, maybe like a spare bedroom for a few days so he can adjust to your family and not be looking for trouble. But look at Tony. He's great.
That's awesome. And he's looking for his forever home, too. And when we come back, Dr. Hansen will tell us all about how to keep our pets safe in honor of Pet Poison Prevention Month. Make sure to keep it tuned here.